Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever or whenever you are watching this. My name is BystanderTim, and today I'm here to show off Orbo's Odyssey with the All Gears category. All Gears is probably the closest thing you get to 100% in this game, since normally you have to get every collectible. With that, this is a 3D collectathon platformer where the main character is trapped in his office and has no hands to open the door, so he makes his own solutions. This game is super duper fast paced, so before we start, I actually just want to show the movement real quick. So we're gonna go into the first level of the run, and when I hit spacebar, Orbo does a flip. When I hit spacebar while Orbo's in the air, he'll dash forward. While he dashes forward, if I hit control and spacebar at the same time, Orbo will do a little like wheel bounce here. And if I spacebar out of that, it'll just start chaining dashes. Also, while we're here, for everybody at home, every level has one of these time trials, and I thought it'd be fun if every time, just like the screen pops up, we all shouted, "Go Orbo!" all at once. So whether you're at home, spam it in chat, send it in donations, or if you're in the crowd, feel free to join in. With that, I'm gonna get back to the main menu, and time is gonna start when I hit play. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so immediately I'm gonna start save quitting. This will allow me to skip a required talking conversation, and we're gonna go into Slurp City. The first thing we're gonna immediately do is take care of that Dracula standee. Every level has a couple main objectives and a couple general objectives, and in the case of Slurp City, it is taking care of 5 Dracula standees. That's number 2. While we're doing this, we're picking up orbs. If you check that corner near the top left of the screen, there's a 250 limit that we're gonna hit. Go Orbo!
Go Orbo!
And think of that counter in the top left corner like a 100 coin star from Mario. 64, we're gonna be trying to route that in as we take care of these other objectives. Definitely getting some free GDQ jitters in here, as my movement can be a little bit soft right here. We're gonna grab our first gear of the run right there. We're gonna grab this cluster here. We're gonna hit the 5th Dracula standee, and we're gonna zoom up here. This will play a gear collect cutscene while we're waiting for this button to spawn this other gear. Now I'm gonna grab enough collectibles right there in order to hit 200, because when we perk up here, we can hit that 250 mark right here. This will spawn the final gear we need to get. From here, we could just hop up here. All right, cool. So I got a cutscene skip there by grabbing that gear while I hit that button. That's been very inconsistent in practice. So lo and behold, what a way to get it, but on the GDQ stage. Now we're gonna save quit as we pick up that 5th gear, and that'll finish up the first level. Now we're gonna go into Monolith Station. Monolith Station has the time trial right at the beginning of the run, so give me another Go Orbo.
Go Orbo.
Alrighty. I almost just sent Orbo off into the muck over there. So, when I said that this game is already very fast-paced, we're zooming along here. We're gonna grab this gear right from the time trial, and then we're gonna head into the main objective of Monolith Station, which is working to activate 3 separate buttons on 3 separate little consoles. So we're gonna fall down this tube right here, and we're gonna hit the Vitagen overflow. That's 1 out of 3. We're then gonna hit the respawn button. I hit a checkpoint on the way up. That way I could skip having to climb all the way back up. We're gonna then head over to the Synapse terminal right here. If I hit 3, 2, 1 in that order, that'll solve that puzzle every time. I'm gonna knock a guy into a grinder here. And okay, so I fell too far forward. I was trying to hold Orbo up in the air so that I could grab that gear while I was in that cutscene. Now I need a key with a diamond bottom and a star on top. Nice. And I'm gonna take that key all the way up here and put that in. While we're waiting on that door to open, I'm gonna grab some extra orbs right here. This level has a very specific route that I need to hit certain orb quotas in order to perform a trick right near the end of this level. Now, we are a couple short. Luckily, there's 4 right here that I can grab. And if I head through here, we're going to hit that final terminal using that orb I picked up when I went to the top of that elevator. All right, so that's 3. I need to hit that button over there, but in a second. I'm first going to finish up this 325 orb, and flashing lights warning real quick. I'm doing a cutscene skip here where I tie a orb spawning to what would happen if I hit that button normally. This gives me control about 5 seconds earlier than normal, and it's a really, really big skip. Now I'm going to save quit, and we're done with Monolith Station. Whew. All right, Sleepy Time Manor. Sleepy Time Manor is the biggest level in the run, mainly due to its size. So the thing we're mainly focused on here is collecting orbs. Everything else is just a wee bit too scattered for me to be able to route in things together. So we're going to be doing things a little bit segmented here. First things first is we're going to head up here and we're going to commit a little bit of an oopsie here by shooting a bomb over at a art statue. There's this duck right here who has a brother named Ducker who lives on the other side of this hill. And he just doesn't like his art and wants us to deal with it. So while we're on our way over there to collect that gear, we're collecting as many clusters as we can as we head on up to get this gear right here. And as soon as I am able to, I'm going to respawn right here. And I'm going to immediately just go ahead and take care of this time trial right here. As I said, this level's rather segmented. Things are just too far apart for me to be able to achieve 2 things at once here. This time trial is especially fun because pretty much every time you hit the ground, you should be dashing. And I immediately fly by it. Alrighty. So now I'm going to hit that respawn again. As I've reiterated multiple times, we're just way too far apart. So I'm gonna grab the gear from the time trial, and then we're going to take care of a couple different objectives all at once here. We're going to get about 300 orbs so we can break into this mausoleum and grab the 50 that are available here. That's going to spawn the orb gear. There are a lot of words that I have to say, all in a certain order here. All right, then I'm going to hop into this cannon, hit this button. We're going to grab the collectible gear, and then we're going to head over to this middle house. And we're going to put the button in, and we're going to save quit, and we are done with Sleepy Time Manor. That is 3 out of the 4 main levels already done, and we're going to head on to the final one, Dunbarrow Mine. Dunbarrow Mine is the smallest level in the run, so first things first, we're going to grab this gear right here. I like to call it going in the outdoor because it's sort of meant as an exit. Then we're going to grab a bunch of clusters of gears right here. The theme of this level is that Orbo's friend Peeb has a secret mine full of glowing paint that is definitely not radioactive. Go Orbo!
Go Orbo.
All right, so I need to do another cutscene overlap here. Mainly due to this guy right here wants this hat. And if I line everything up, I didn't get it. Okay. So what was normally going to happen is that if I talk to this guy right here, he'll give me my hat and open this door. I was able to I could potentially overlay that cutscene with the text box for talking to that guy, and I just immediately spawned that gear as the text box is going, which saves another like 3 or 4 seconds. Alrighty, and we're already done with all the main levels. So now we're going to take all of our collectibles, and we're going to solve our door handle problem by building an arm out of all 20 gears that we've collected here. So now that we've done that, we're going to head towards the door here. And as we're walking outside, Orbo's going to get called into human resources. So his buddy Peeb's going to run off there, and we're going to head on in here. And Orbo's going to get fined $3 million for stealing a stapler, and in response to that, he's not particularly happy. Now, unfortunately, with how fast-paced this run is super-duper linear. Oops. This run is super duper linear. So there's a specific objective every single time that has, all right, so, wow, okay. So I'm gonna hide up here while we're doing that. The pattern is minigun, rockets, and then the sweeping laser. After that, I'm gonna hand it to Daredevil for some donations.
All right, but first I do want to check in on that secret showcase. We have $2,300 out of 5,000, and we pretty much have until the end of this boss fight to get that incentive met. So if you want to learn more about this bizarre game and what exactly is going on, definitely get your donations in real fast. We have $5 from Chocolate Fat. Go Orbo, go. We have $10 from Kyle. People keep saying the Americans are asleep, but that's just not true. Night owls and early risers exist, and with our power combined, we can get to 300K. We have $20 from King of Zeal. Wait, I'm in the US. Am I supposed to be asleep? Oops. We have $30 from Venomenon. It's been 10 years since my mom passed from cancer, and as always, I am happy to support PCF and watch speedruns all day, of course. Keep it up. Greetings from Germany.
Already, we're coming up with the last hit here. Time's gonna end right when I hit that final hit. So we just have this sweeping laser attack right here, and then we're gonna relay that bomb, and it's gonna be time. And time. Already. So unfortunately, I probably have an answer in my head. Where were we at on that incentive?
So we are still at $2,300. We unfortunately have not met the secret showcase incentive.
Alrighty. Well, of course, if you want to find out for yourself at home, this game is really, really cheap. It's really, really fun, and it only takes about an hour to beat casually. So you more than possibly have time in your day to play this game. I'm gonna let this play out while I do my shout-outs. I want to shout out to the devs over at Fever Dream. This is a fantastic game. This is easily one of my favorite indie games I've ever played, and one of the coolest games I've had the opportunity to showcase on GDQ. I'm BystanderTim. I stream over at twitch.tv/BystanderTim_. I want to shout out the Orbo's Odyssey speedrunning community, and of course, for my dad watching at home, happy early birthday. And AGDQ really isn't... I can't always think of AGDQ without thinking of my mom, who unfortunately in AGDQ 2022 had a very obvious health scare that started the process of living the last year of her life. And I will always really, really cherish having the opportunity to showcase games and just do good with one of my favorite hobbies. With that, I'll end it off here. Keep watching the marathon, keep supporting this great cause, and hope you have a great time watching AGDQ. Thank you.